Picture this, March 2005, Palm. Picture this, March 2005, Palm Beach, Florida. A quiet suburban neighborhood, manicured lawns hiding secrets. A mother, frantic and heartbroken, picks up the phone and calls the police. Her 14-year-old stepdaughter has just confessed something unthinkable. She was paid to give a massage to a wealthy man in his sprawling mansion. The man? Jeffrey Epstein. That single phone call, born from a parent's instinct to protect her child, becomes the tiny crack in an empire built on silence, power, and unimaginable evil. This is the story of the tiny mistake that exposed the full horror of Epstein's elite ring, a web of trafficking, blackmail, and elite complicity that spanned decades and continents. The investigation ignited fast. Palm Beach police detectives went undercover, interviewing girls who came forward one by one. Dozens recounted the same pattern, lured with promises of money for innocent massages, then coerced into sexual acts. Hidden cameras, young recruiters, flights to private islands. Epstein's operation wasn't random. It was systematic, feeding a network of powerful men who indulged without consequence. But the mistake? Epstein underestimated one victim's courage and a mother's resolve. That initial report triggered a 13-month probe, raids on his mansion, and evidence that painted a horrifying picture. Underage girls trafficked like commodities to billionaires, politicians, royalty. The darkness deepened. Epstein's little black book listed hundreds of names, celebrities, scientists, heads of state. Virginia Giuffre's later allegations described being trafficked to Prince Andrew and others, part of a blackmail machine with hidden recording devices in bedrooms and planes. Epstein collected leverage, compromising videos, favors owed, silence bought. His Palm Beach home, New York mansion, Little St. James Island, all equipped for entrapment. The elite ring thrived because no one spoke, until that one call shattered the code. Yet the system fought back. Prosecutors offered a sweetheart deal in 2008, a non-prosecution agreement shielding co-conspirators. Epstein served 13 months with work release, continuing his life of luxury. Victims weren't notified, their voices silenced. The tiny mistake that exposed the horror was buried under legal maneuvers, influence, and fear. For years, the full scope stayed hidden, until 2018 journalism and renewed scrutiny cracked it open again, leading to his 2019 arrest on federal sex trafficking charges. Deeper mysteries linger. Was Epstein acting alone or as a front for intelligence agencies? Whispers of Mossad ties, CIA connections, blackmail for geopolitical gain. Recent file releases, despite botched redactions exposing victims anew, reveal payments to young models, forced arrangements, and an organization chart of enablers. Ghislaine Maxwell at the center, lawyers signing suspicious checks, associates vanishing into shadows. The 2025 to 2026 document dumps show the ring's reach, from Virgin Islands tax schemes to international flights evading registry rules. This wasn't just one man's depravity. It was a machine protected by power. The tiny mistake? Underestimating that a single victim's story, amplified by a mother's call, could unravel it all. Evidence mounted, flight logs, photos, survivor testimonies. But justice faltered. Epstein died in custody in 2019, ruled suicide amid guard failures and camera malfunctions. The elite ring? Parts exposed, but many names still shielded. The real question is, how many more tiny mistakes were ignored to keep the powerful safe? You've glimpsed the abyss. Don't look away. Share this truth. Demand accountability for every victim silenced. Subscribe for more revelations from the shadows. In a world where the elite play by different rules, knowledge is the only weapon. The horror is real. The fight continues. Clean voice-over script. Billionaire islands, private jets, and the secrets that never make the news. 750 words. Act as a documentary voice-over writer for a high-retention YouTube investigation. Write a clean, neutral, cinematic voice-over script on topic Forbidden Intel, the one trigger that could launch WW3 between US and Iran overnight. That feels dangerous, unsettling, and impossible to ignore, without sounding sensational or exaggerated. Core objective: make the audience feel like they're being guided through information they were never meant to fully see, using tension, pacing, and unanswered questions rather than shock language. Requirements: write approximately 750 words. Use a calm but intense documentary tone suitable for voice-over narration. Open with a strong hook in the first 3 to 4 lines that creates emotional tension and curiosity. Focus on secrets, power, wealth, influence, corruption, control, and hidden systems. Emphasize patterns, unanswered questions, and missing pieces rather than explicit accusations. Avoid listing dry facts or timelines. Prioritize storytelling and atmosphere. Use short paragraphs.